Contestant number 5, Jessica Araujo. It lies within. It lies within Jessica Araujo.
All of us have a power that lies within us, a flame that when stoked turns into a roaring fire. It propels us forward, giving us the courage and the strength to overcome any obstacle, no matter how insurmountable it may seem. This power allows us to create and change anything in our lives. It radiates in our smiles. It drives our walk when our head is held high. It governs our intentions. It flourishes in our ability to move forward and not dwell in the past. But what happens if our flame is extinguished? Our power diminished. Our life left feeling empty, like this cup. When I started elementary school, I realized that I was missing a key figure in my life. I would listen to my friends glorify their fathers. And when they would ask me about my dad, I didn't know what to say. I began asking questions. Reluctantly, my mother explained the meaning behind their divorce. I wanted to know this man, my dad, so I reached out. We made pinky promises to see each other, and I was so excited. That day came, and then the next. I was consistently left waiting for visits and phone calls that never came. I began feeling a void, an emptiness. Why wasn't I good enough? As I got older, I sat down and I witnessed my peers stand up and flourish as I allowed my pain and my fears and my anger to become me. I would look in the mirror and I would see someone unworthy, forgotten, powerless. My mother stood behind me one day and she hugged me as I cursed the skies for the abandonment that I felt, for the energy that I wastefully invested in relationships, for the fears of following my dreams that paralyzed me. Why would they want me? My mother looked at me. She said, Jessica, you are more than capable. You are worthy. Remember that our power is born in the struggle, but it is formed by our strength. Don't give up. Shortly after, my beacon of light, my voice of validation when I could not validate myself, passed away. Without my mother, I was empty, I was lost, I was broken. I am certain that at some point in our lives, we have all felt heartbroken. Maybe you lost your job, or you didn't get into the school that you dreamed of, or maybe you lost a loved one by decision or by death. We have all believed at some point that we weren't good enough, not smart enough, or not strong enough to stand on our own, that we forgot who we were. In here. But when is enough enough? When do we face these adversities within these walls? When do we look within ourselves and dissect the scars that have riddled our minds and our bodies? When do we use the power that comes from this reflection so that we may see ourselves differently? I woke up one day and I remembered my mother. I remembered her strength through the chaos. Single, raising a little girl with little means. She never gave up. She fought for herself, but she also fought for me. I realized at that moment, I have never been given more than I can handle. I had risen from the lowest of lows, even when the weight of the world that was on my shoulders was so heavy that my spine was reshaped. I was still breathing, still standing, and still fighting. I developed a lifestyle that would fill any emptiness with an overflowing amount of power. First, I stopped running from my problems. I faced them. 2, I didn't live in conflict. I searched for resolution. 3, I stayed true to who I was. 4, I filled my mind with positivity and knowledge. 5, I learned to forgive and love others. But most importantly, number 6, I learned to forgive and fall in love with myself. I urge you to apply these principles. Never forget that we hold within ourselves a magnificent power. It is the unwavering belief of our worth. I learned from the darkness that it doesn't matter about the pain that I endured. It is who emerges from the smoke. Today, I am resilient, I am strong, I am powerful. Madam Contest Master.